Hi there. It was brought to my attention that people don't know how to lit fires. And now that there's the impending doom coming up, so I decided that I want to show you, because I'm okay with the upcoming dystopian future. I can live with that, but I can't live with people burning up my forests. And Jösta's forest, because I'm gonna need her as well. So, earlier today I came here and built the fireplace. So I dug out some undergrowth. I made a really nice sandy bed for it. I dug out also quite a lot of rocks, and I made a really nice ring of rocks so that the fire doesn't spread to the forest, again making the forest fire. So next thing, I'm gonna build up the fire. There are quite a few ways, but I'm gonna show you my favorite. And I suppose Jösta is gonna show off her sticks as well. What we need to do is that we get some firewood. It's much easier when your dad owns the forest, so you can just go and steal from him. Otherwise you're gonna have to do it the hard way around. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a house kind of thing here, where we build layers so that the fire goes up and it lights all the pieces of wood above it. We're gonna do this the proper way, so no newspapers, because that's for the lazy kids. What we need is smaller pieces of wood with increasing sizes, and it's easiest if you put something underneath, put your knife on it, and then start hitting him. It might clip your sound, but let's not worry about that now. So the smaller the piece of wood, the easier it is to lit. And as always, the goal is to start the fire with only one match. And what comes to the dystopia, it's not gonna be that bad that we don't have matches anymore, because then it's just Tom Hanks kind of shit with volleyballs. So the next thing, as said before, we need ever smaller pieces of wood. Älä niin lähellä. Up. Ei. So fire needs three things. It needs oxygen, it needs heat, and it needs a material. So what I did here is I left a bit kind of holes in the stone wall so that there's enough oxygen, and now I'm making small pieces of wood so that it has this really nice and easily lighting material. Now you can see what I have underneath here. And a really important thing again comes to the oxygen. That you can't put too much stuff in, because otherwise it's gonna choke. Where did I put the one? There you are. Okay, so keep close the smaller pieces. And let's give it a go. One match means one time. If you use two matches at the same time, it still counts as one. First minute when you put it up is the most important. You have to nurture the fire so that it lights up properly. As soon as it's really lit, it's gonna help itself. Okay, so now we have a fire, so then we slowly we increase the amount of wood that we have there. It's always good practice to start with the smallest ones. And you really don't have to be afraid of the fire, it doesn't actually burn that much. It burns if you are there for too long, but this kind of small fire doesn't really burn. Does smoke quite a lot. Okay, so now we have the fire going. So to increase it, we could have done this earlier, but we start to build this kind of house on top of it. So there's all the time there's oxygen going all around it, so it doesn't choke. And for some reason the round wood doesn't burn as well as the cut. I have no idea why, but that's just how it is.